things are still moving slow, and I just have to trust the process. It's kind of crazy because I have to keep DMing people, I have to keep warm outreach, I have to keep doing sales, and for now there's not many results, and I just have to trust the process. Meanwhile, I'm feeling so fucking far behind in the niche, the industry that I'm in, and I have to really catch up and learn a lot. And meanwhile, like, I do have a lot of knowledge, but I don't really have much to back it up. And when I'm like really thinking about it, like in the past, and like, oh shit, I wasted a lot of leverage. I don't regret all of it because a lot of it was just lots of good learning experience. But I've been moving slower than everybody else because what I'm realizing is that a lot of consultants just consult and then they get results because that their plans and actions and advice has been executed straight away, and then they can say, oh yeah, this works and that doesn't work, and I've done this for 10 channels. Meanwhile, I'm like working for one channel and doing everything that I say myself, and then that leaves me with barely any time or energy for other things. Now, that's not an excuse to not do more work. I could have definitely done more work, but a lot of it was just like tough. Like, for like the first year of my work, I was pretty much thinking of, I wasn't thinking of ideas as much, but I was thinking a lot about it as well. I was reviewing footage, sending to the editors, reviewing the video, reviewing the scripts, and then like creating the video almost from scratch as well, like by saying, here do this. I was telling to the editor, hey, do this thing here, do this thing there, and it takes like a lot of time. That was my entire time. That was like a full-time job, and I had no time for anything else. And when I realized it, I'm like, wait, hold on, I'm using all my time for this, and I can't even do consultations. And it was too late by then. So I'm realizing in that sense I'm kind of a little bit behind, but that might be actually an advantage now that I'm thinking about it, because I did get to use a lot of what I say, and I got to practice a lot of YouTube. So there's that. Like, I have actual practical experience whereas a lot of other people kind of didn't. Like, I don't really think they did. Like, truly, actually, practically, like, with their hands, they went into the dirt and fucking did stuff. Like, most people have not done that in my niche. So I think that's an advantage, but it's just really hard to show that. Probably show up maybe in different ways. Meanwhile, the only other way I can really beat everybody in my niche is just hard work. I don't like the top people in the industry can say that they have lots of results, lots of views from their portfolio of clients, but it's like astronomically, it's an astronomical amount compared to everybody else, including me. But I don't really think that makes them really special. Just their clients that are huge and they get lots of views. That does not mean that they're, they don't have the skills or knowledge or expertise, but that is basically to say that they're not superhuman. Like, they're also human, and I can probably beat them or be as good as them as long as I just put the hard work in it and practice. So I genuinely believe I can get ahead. I just need to plan. Now, there's a problem where I have to get better. I want to think long term. I want to think like, oh, let's do this thing for like 3 to 6 months and then get the result then, and like, oh, let's think about like years ahead. But I can't, because I also have to like get money. I have to finish this stupid challenge of, it's not really a challenge, it's just like I have to find the money. I have to find 5k or like, get 5k to pay for the school debt. So I can't really think long term because I need money short term. Like, I have to get it. I don't really have a choice, which sucks because like I don't want to ask people for money like as much as I do now. I just want to like think long term, like create service properly, maybe provide some stuff for free, get results, use that as case studies, stuff like that. Like, but I can't because I just have to think short term. It's so frustrating. But it is what it is, and we're just gonna keep pushing forward. I've just recorded, by the way, last time, a video on how I used Alex Hormozi's closer framework to do some sales. Obviously I suck, but I tried my best to use it and showed an action. and I'm not sure if I can post it because one of the people was not okay with using their footage, so I'm still waiting for their permission. And by maybe they didn't like it at first, but maybe I can edit their voice or hide their face and whatever. So that was actually like an edited video. I can't really edit videos much because of my computer, but there's like literal limit of how much I can do. So I tried to like think about the video beforehand and then record it and try to make it as raw and still as good as possible. Like these videos, I'm trying to be as engaging as I can without having to edit anything or cut stuff, which is an interesting challenge. I mean, it's like I cannot not think about retention. So that's an interesting thing. Meanwhile, I'm like, it feels really frustrating to really like keep pushing the warm outreach. You do things, you don't know when they're gonna come, like when you're gonna get results. I have not really received money from anybody yet. They kind of were interested, but nobody has actually paid me yet. And then there's still like there's a money back guarantee, so they also have to not get their money back. That's the only time when I really actually close somebody got the money. I've not done that yet. This is tough because those people are not super interested in not all of them are good leads, not all of them are super interested in it, not all of them even have the money, but there's a lot about just me being bad at sales, because a lot of them would actually pay if I try to, like, if I really close them, if I really try to, if I try to fight through the objections, not fight through, but like talk about it, talk through it. There's another Alex Hormozi video that was just really good. I'm actually thinking of making some more videos about that, just about like trying his stuff, which is gonna be interesting. I think like actually like applying these things, because it's an interesting perspective of I'm like broke and I'm trying to make money, right? Just path to 100k, that's the the series name, and here I am trying to use the advice and knowledge of a person from who has like 200 plus million net worth, or actually I think it's more. He's making like I think he's making like 200 million per year from their portfolio of companies. So that's something. That's an interesting angle that I just like to want to capture it as well, and I think maybe somebody can relate to it as well. So that's that. This is going to be a rough journey. It's a very frustrating point where I'm like I'm like very low in income, and I'm supposed to be like ahead already, but I'm not, and then everybody else is like making more and just better, and here I'm trying to fucking struggle for it when I really need that fucking money. So that is like, this is just it. Like, this is what like hard feels like. That's what I remember to myself. Like, this is what hard feels like, and this is just part of the process. And I really wanted to like capture this as well, because that's the nature of entrepreneurship. Like, it's fucking rough. You could be try harding for months and then not getting any results, and people think it's like easy. Like, there's lots of people who get results fast. That's not what happens in real life. Like, in real life, this happens. Like Alex Hormozi is telling his stories about how he struggled for years and then like lost everything and then had to try make it again. Like, all these rocky cutscenes that are in movies that are a few seconds, and in real life it could take years. And this is what it looks like. This right now, that was what I'm recording. This is what it looks like. I know that I will succeed eventually, because I don't think I'm gonna ever give up. And if I'm not gonna give up, it's pretty unreasonable that I'm not gonna succeed. That's the basis of my confidence. But I think it makes sense. And so this is like, even Alex Hormozi was saying that he wishes he could record his struggles earlier. And I wish I could record even mine even earlier, because there's a lot more that like it's not on camera. But because I'm confident I will succeed, and this is what struggle really looks like. Like, this is essentially what success looks like early on. Like, when you don't know, like, I don't know if I'm gonna really succeed, of course, but and like become a millionaire or whatever. or even reach 100K in business. But this is a true visual example of what it looks like. I mean, I can't show you all the work, but some of the previous videos of me like doing sales and failing and sucking, that's like the rawest example of what it is and what it looks like. And whatever you're doing, maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but maybe you're just trying to get good at something and you're not seeing results yet. Like in the beginning, this is what it looks like. Like you're gonna suck a lot, you're gonna be really frustrated, you're gonna fail a lot, you're gonna think, why am I so bad? Am I failing at something? And then eventually you're gonna succeed. And that's kind of how success goes. It goes ups and downs, and things feel hard at first, and they're not so hard. I'm saying it as if I know the future, but like I kind of do. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know eventually I will work it out. Like I just know that much at the very least. And I'm recording for all you guys to see. Like it's raw and it's not pretty, and it is what it is. So if you're in a place where I'm right now, keep going. I promise it's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better if you stick to it. Like when it feels hard and you're doing the things that you need to do, that's when you know you're on the right path. That's the only real thing that would tell you that you're on the right path, is that you're doing the things that are required to be done. Keep going, guys.